couple ways of remembering sine, cosine, and tangent. You have the standard way, which is SohCahToa, and that just means opposite over hypotenuse. And it depends on what angle we're looking at. So we're looking at A. Opposite angle A would be the one that doesn't touch it. So that's my opposite. My hypotenuse is always across from my right angle, longest side as well. And my adjacent would be the one that actually creates the angle. And we put opposite hypotenuse, adjacent hypotenuse, opposite adjacent. Another way you could look at it, and I kind of like this way too, is when we are opposite God's will, He's still our foundation. So we have opposite over hypotenuse. So when we sin, we get opposite. We're opposite God's will, but He's still our hypotenuse. He's still our foundation. On the other hand, when we are living with Him or coexisting with Him and doing all of what He asks us to do, we're going to be we would then have adjacent and hypotenuse. So we make up an angle. So God is using us in a mighty way. So that would be adjacent over hypotenuse. And I always like tangent, theta, because then you have opposite and over adjacent, opposite over adjacent. And when you have sin in your life, God uses that sin and your willingness to change, and He creates what we call a right angle, where we're right with God. There you go.